Morning everyone, this is Jas Academy. I am Dr. Kumari Berkmans, dealing Cambridge Education, Biological Science. This session is about biological molecules. Let us go into the class. See, this chapter is the fourth chapter, and what you see here is the plants. Let me take the pointer. What you see here is the plants, and here is the animal. You know how these plants develops and how this animal develop, isn't it? It is from a single cell. Single cell divides into many cells together. It is called as tissues, right? These are the tissues, and many tissues combined together form, you know better than me, it is the organ, isn't it? Let us take the heart, and so many organs together, it forms the organ system, and many system combined together form the human being. Let us take this point. Okay, so this is what the process which goes. So what is happening actually in this sense? Let us take the cell. The cell is composed of biomolecules, right? So all these biomolecules together form the cell, and which helps to divide the cell, and the cell divides into tissues. Tissues form the organ, then organ system, then the organism, right? So what is happening? What are the molecules? Okay, what are the biomolecules? How it is functioning? That we are going to see in this session. See, what you are seeing here are the four important biomolecules. One is lipids, nucleic acids, carbohydrates, and proteins, right? So this is the structure of lipid. This is nothing but the cell membrane, phospholipids it's called as. Okay, this membrane is made up of double layer phospholipids, right? And this is nucleic acid. You all know where this nucleic acid is present. It is present inside the nucleus, and it transfer the genes from one generation to another generation, and this is very important. Okay, nucleic acids. And this is carbohydrate, which is very essential for the body, which release the energy which is required for the organism to do various function, right? And proteins gives a proper structure to the organism, and it does many important functions. Okay, so let us see one by one. I already I told you what are the biomolecules. Okay, biomolecules are made up of. So we see the molecules, isn't it? Lipids, nucleic acids, carbohydrates, proteins. These are all made up of biomolecules. So what is biomolecule? Let us take this as a molecule. What it consists of, or what it composed of, in the sense it composed of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur, and phosphorus. All these chemical substances together form the biomolecule. Okay, and what is the role of it? In the sense it building the cells, carried out metabolic processes, and storing the genetic information, right? And what you are seeing here are the different types of cells: connective tissue, epithelial tissues, muscle tissues, nervous tissues. See, nucleic acid, in the sense where the nucleic acid will be present. The nucleic acid present inside the nucleus. What it does? What is present in the nucleic acid? We all studied about the DNA, right? DNA are the hereditary material. So what is present in the DNA? We all know it is genes. Genes are arranged. Let me take another color to differentiate. So the genes present here in this, just imagine how many generation genes will be present here. See, let us take you as an example. Your cell, we are taking your cell, somatic cell. Your somatic cell consists of 23 pairs of chromosome, right? So among these 23 pairs, you think that genes are from your parent? No, it is from different generation. For example, see, this is you in the sense, this is your father, mother, this is your grandparents, their parents, okay, their parents, their parents, their parents. So if you take, it goes on to 1,000 generation genes will be present in your body, okay, 1,000 generation and more than the generations genes are present in your body. So sometimes if they come as dominant gene, they express you. That's why you sometimes you won't behave like your parents, isn't it? Your behavior is totally different from your parents. That is because of this nucleic acid. Nucleic acid in the sense, the genes which is present in your chromosome makes you to behave differently from your parent, right? So 1,000 generation before your grandparents are a king and a queen, in the sense this king and queen's genes will be in your, okay, in your chromosome. So you behave like a king or a queen. So it is totally different from your parents' character. You got now? Yeah, that is the beauty of the nucleic acid. So it is a record that is about 1,000 generations. Those records are coming and it is present in your nucleic acid. Got it? So this is a very, very beautiful point we have to know that. Okay, so these biomolecules are very, very important, that carries generations before generations genes to us. Okay, and some other important molecules are also there. Let us see. See, what is biomolecule? If they ask the definition, in the sense what you have to give, biomolecules are naturally occurring molecules produced by living organisms, and they are the building blocks of life. They are the fundamental components that make up the cells and tissues, and some other function which gives structure to the body, support to the body, and store the energy as well as the releasing energy. Everything is done by the biomolecules. Okay, there in the body, if you take, see, for example, this is a zeta, there are so many biochemical reactions takes place inside its body to make the zeta live. Okay, so this is the beauty of the biomolecules, what is present in our body. So let us take the first one, carbohydrate. The carbohydrate is a class of organic compounds. Okay, what it is made up of, in the sense carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and the formula, if you know, it is CH₂O, the carbohydrate's formula. Okay, carbohydrate is made up of 3 elements: carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. The source of these are the thing which gives energy when we take in. What are the types of the carbohydrate? In the sense, there are 4 different types of carbohydrate. First one is monosaccharides, disaccharides, oligosaccharides, and polysaccharides. From the name itself, you come to know that monosaccharide, in the sense, it's a simple sugar molecule or single sugar molecule. Okay, single sugar molecule. See, this is a monosaccharide. Okay, glucose, fructose, galactose are the example. And what is disaccharide? Di, in the sense 2. Okay, 2 molecules combined together, in the sense it is called as disaccharide. Example, this molecule is a glucose and this is fructose, in the sense this is called as sucrose. Okay, if this is glucose and this is galactose, in the sense this is called as lactose, and this is glucose and this is also glucose, in the sense it is called as maltose. So these are the disaccharides. Okay, sucrose, lactose, and maltose. Coming to the oligosaccharide, in the sense 3 to 10. See, for example, if it is 3 molecules of glucose, in the sense it is called as oligosaccharide. So it may be 3 to 10. Okay, 3 to 10, maybe it is 5 or 6 or 7 or 8. So these are called as oligosaccharides. Example, the legumes. Okay, coming to the polysaccharide, it is a long chains of monosaccharide. See, we call this is a monosaccharide, long chain of monosaccharide. Okay, what it does in the sense, this helps to store the food material. In plants, if you take, it stores the starch, the form of starch, and animals, it is in the form of glycogen. If there are many glucose molecules are present in the blood, in the sense, it is converted into glycogen and stored in the liver, okay, or some other region, right? Now, structural polysaccharides are the cellulose that present in the plant and chitin, which is present in the animal. If you see the cockroach, the top wing is very hard, isn't it? That is made up of chitin. Okay, let us take this as the cockroach. The upper two wings are made up of chitin. It is little bit hard if you touch and see that, right? And before going into see, you can see the simple and complex. Simple are the sugars and complex are the starch as well as fiber. Functions of carbohydrate. Energy source. If you take, the glucose is a primary energy source for cells, and the energy storage in the sense, starch in plants and glycogen in animals, that we have seen already. And structural role. The cellulose gives an important role of making the plant cell walls, isn't it? Cell recognition, in the sense, glycoprotein and glycolipids are involved in cell-cell interaction. See, for example, this is one cell and this is another cell, in the sense, the molecules move from this cell to this cell, okay, the opponent or adjacent cells. Okay, that is called as cell recognition. And dietary sources, in the sense, simple carbs, sugar, honey and fruit, and complex are whole grains, vegetables and legumes. See, this is protein. Proteins are the large complex molecules that play many important roles in the body. They are critical to most of the work done by the cells and are required for the structure, function and regulations of the body's tissues as well as the organ. See, what you are seeing here is the ribosome, and you all know very well this is the mRNA, and these are the amino acids which are coded here. This is coding, and this is the tRNA. It selects the amino acids and come to the mRNA. And what is happening here in the sense, all these amino acids, or with the help of this ribosome as well as the tRNA and mRNA, they produce the protein chain. What you see here, this is the peptide, that is the protein chain. These amino acids are combined with the peptide bond to make the protein. That is what happening here, the production of protein molecule. Okay. You can see this is the simple structure and this is the helical structure, complex form, and what you are seeing here is another structure with many protein chains. Okay, they combine together and form the complex molecule of protein. So already we have seen the proteins are larger molecules and macromolecules that comprises one or more long chains of amino acid residues. Okay, and what this protein perform, in the sense, it perform a vast array of functions within the organism, including catalyzing metabolic reactions, DNA replication, responding to stimuli, providing structure to the cells and organism, and transporting the molecules from one location to another. All these will be done by the proteins. And each and every protein, see, this protein chain is different from this one and this is different from this one. So according to the amino acid sequence, their function differs. What is gene ontology, in the sense? It is a major bioinformatics initiative to unify the representation of gene and gene product attributes across all species. Okay, so it is called as, that subject is called as gene ontology. It is a study about gene. What you are seeing here is the amino acids. Amino acids combine together form the peptide, and this is the complex molecule that is called as protein. You can see this is the peptide chain which formed and which is present in the cell. This is a cell membrane. It is present in the cytoplasm again. proteins are made up of 20 different types of amino acids, and totally if you see there are 300 amino acids are found in nature, but 20 amino acids are standard and present in the protein. Physical properties of the protein, if you see, amino acids are colorless. Okay, this is a molecule of amino acid. This is the amino acid. These are colorless and crystalline solid. All amino acids have a high melting point greater than 200 degrees centigrade. Solubility, if you see, they are soluble in water, slightly soluble in alcohol, and dissolve with difficulty in methanol, ethanol, and propanol. R group of amino acids and pH of the solvent play important role in solubility. On heating high temperatures, they decompose. All amino acids except glycine are optically active. What do you mean by that? In the sense, when viewed in their mirror image, they are not identical. Peptide bond formation, if you see, in the sense, amino acids can connect with the peptide bond involving their amino and carboxylate group. You can see this is the amino acid structure in the sense. This part is the amino and this is carboxyl group. Okay. And a covalent bond formed between the alpha amino group. See, this is the alpha amino group that combined with the carboxyl amino group, alpha carboxyl group. Okay, alpha amino group of one amino acid combined with the alpha carboxyl group of another amino acid. Okay, so what bond is created here in the sense? A covalent bond created between the two amino acids. How? The alpha amino group of this amino acid combines with the alpha carboxyl group of the another amino acid. Okay, like this the peptide chain forms. So here also it is between another amino acid come and join at this area. Okay. This is how the peptide bonds occur, and the amino acids are joined together and form a peptide chain. There are two types of amino acids. One is essential amino acid, another one is non-essential amino acids. And why it is called as essential amino acid in the sense, the essential amino acids are, our body is unable to produce this, so it is called as essential. We need that amino acid, so it is called as essential amino acid. How many are there? It is 9. What are they? Histidine, isoleucine, leucine, lysine, methionine, phenylalanine, threonine, tryptophan, and valine. And non-essential amino acid in the sense, these amino acids are 11 in number. Our body produce automatically. Okay, those are arginine, glutamine, triosine, cysteine, glycine, proline, serine, ornithine, alanine, asparagine, and aspartate. What are the functions of the amino acid? This is very beautiful, we have to see. Already we have seen there are 20 very important amino acids which are very crucial for life as they contain the peptides and proteins. Okay, they are the building blocks for all living things. So these 20 are very, very important to build the body. Okay, another thing is linear sequence of amino acids reduces residues in a polypeptide chain determines the three-dimensional configuration of protein, and the structure of protein determines its function. And the third point is amino acids are imperative for sustaining the health of human body. Largely they promote the production of the hormones, structure of muscle, human nervous system. The nervous system has to function healthy. In the sense, these proteins are very, very important. Why? In the sense is, for example, this is one nerve ending, and here the chemicals will be released. Those are called as neurotransmitters. These neurotransmitters are nothing but the protein, okay, that will be received by the next neuron. Next neuron. So the message passed from one neuron to another neuron through this neurotransmitters. So these neurotransmitters are very very important for the communication. Okay. So this is nothing but a protein. So this nervous system has to function properly, in the sense the protein has to synthesize in a proper way. So healthy, we have to keep our body healthy, in the sense everything will be done in a healthier manner. Okay. And the next thing is the health of vital organs, normal cellular structure. Our body has to function normally, in the sense we have to take care about our body, and the protein intake should be in a proper level, and the protein synthesis should be done normally in our body. Okay. So we have to take all the essential as well as the non-essential amino acids produced by our body, but we have to take the essential amino acids regularly in a proper way. The amino acids are used by various tissues to synthesize proteins and to produce the nitrogen containing compounds, purines, heme, creatine and epinephrine. This epinephrine is also an example of neurotransmitter. And breakdown of both dietary and tissue protein yields nitrogen containing substrates and carbon skeletons. The nitrogen containing substrates are used in the biosynthesis of purines and pyrimidines, neurotransmitters, hormones, porphyrin and non-essential amino acids. See, the neurotransmitters, hormones are all very very important for the body. So the protein synthesis as well as the protein intake should be proper. If we take proper protein intake, our body will be very very healthy, and it helps the protein synthesis in a proper way. Next point is the carbon skeletons are used as a fuel source in the citric acid cycle, used for gluconeogenesis or used in fatty acid synthesis. See, lipids are very very important compound that perform a variety of functions in our body. They are part of our cell membrane. What you are seeing is the bilayer of a phospholipid. Okay, bilayer phospholipid is present in the cell membrane, and they help with the moving and storing the energy, absorbing the vitamins and making hormones. And it allows the hormones to work inside, and having too much of lipids is also very very harmful. We have to take the adequate amount of lipids. Why do lipids come from? Where do lipids come from? Excess carbohydrates in the diet are converted into triglycerides. Okay, what you are seeing, this is the excess carbohydrate are converted into triglycerides and stored in the body. These are the various areas which is stored in the body. Okay, and sometimes some types of unsaturated fatty acids cannot be synthesized in mammalian cells. So we must take or we must consume such diet, that is called as omega 3 fatty acid we have to take. These are the food material are the sources of omega 3. So omega 3 fatty acid we have to take because it is not synthesized by our body. Okay, so eat less carbohydrate. If you are eating more carbohydrate, that will be converted into fat and stored into different areas of your body. What you see here is the long chain of fatty acid. This is also a long chain of fatty acid, and this is oleic acid, one of the most abundant fatty acid in nature. And types of fatty acids. There are three types of fatty acid: saturated, unsaturated and polyunsaturated. Functions of this fatty acid is energy storage. See, for example, see these areas, the fat is stored in the sense, if this person is unable to take food for 1 week or he is under starvation, in the sense, these fat broken down and release the energy for this person, so this person can live without food for a week. Okay, so this is called as stored food material in our body. So this fat is also very very important to keep uh, the energy storage. And the cell membrane structure is mainly made up of the phospholipid. So this is also very, very important. And sources we can find in the sense animal as well as vegetable, fat as well as oils we can take. Okay, those are the source of fatty acids, vegetable oils as well as animal fat we can take. See, for example, if you take a spoon of ghee, that keeps you very, very healthy, and it is sufficient for you to do the daily function. 1 spoon of ghee every day. Essential fatty acid, alpha linolenic acid, ALA, in the sense alpha linolenic acid and linolenic acid are not synthesized in the body and must be obtained from food. And fatty acids and cell membrane. Fatty acids are major component of the phospholipids, which form the phospholipid bilayers. See, this is one layer and this is another layer. So these two together it is called as phospholipid bilayer, bilayer of phospholipid. Okay, and it is made up of phospholipid, and it is make the cell membrane. And this is the red blood cells. What you are seeing here is the blood cells, and in between this is LDL, this is cholesterol, it is not good for the health, and this is HDL. Triglyceride is very good for health. Okay. Nucleic acid. Nucleic acids are the large biomolecules that play an essential role of all cells as well as the viruses. Major function of the nucleic acid involves in the storage and expansion of or the expression of the genomic formation. Deoxyribonucleic acid or DNA encodes the information cells need to make the protein. So this DNA is giving information to make the protein. Okay, so the transcription takes place, the mRNA along with the ribosomes and tRNA, the protein synthesis takes place. Okay, so the main thing is DNA is giving information to prepare the protein, right? And basic structure of the nucleic acid, if you are taking, they are polynucleotides. Okay, it's a long chain molecules composed in a series of nearly identical building blocks called the nucleotides. Each nucleotide consists of a nitrogen containing aromatic base attached to a pentose 5 carbon sugar, which in turn attached to a phosphate group. So each nucleic acid contains 4 or 5 possible nitrogen containing bases. What are those bases in the sense? Adenine, guanine, cytosine, thymine and uracil. So you can see these 4 in the DNA, and this you can see in the RNA. Uracil you can see in the RNA. Okay. A and G are categorized as purines. C and T and U are collectively called pyrimidines. Okay, A and G are called as purine, A and G, and C, this T is replaced by UN RNA. Okay, so this is called as pyrimidine. All nucleic acid contains the bases AC and G, T. However, it is found only in DNA, that I told you already. You can find this one. Okay, this T is replaced by U in RNA. So you can see very clearly here. See, this is the DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid, and this is the sugar phosphate backbone. And what you are seeing here is the base. This is adenine and thymine. Thymine, adenine, cytosine, guanine, guanine and cytosine. Okay, and here you can see the thymine and the adenine are bind with double bond, and this is bind with triple bond. Okay, C and G. If we coming to this ribonucleic acid in the sense, see, you won't find the T. Thymine is replaced by uracil. Okay, and this is the sugar phosphate backbone. See, St. Paul Teachers Training Center is giving training in Montessori. So those who need to take training in Montessori can contact the following numbers. This is only 6 months course. The new batch starts from June 2025. Let's recall which of the following is not a macromolecule. Which of the following is not a macromolecule? Quickly answer. Yeah. A few members have answered. The answer is lipid. Yes. Coming to the next question. Monosaccharides are the basic units of. Monosaccharides are the basic units of protein, nucleic acid, carbohydrates, lipids. What's the answer? Yeah, almost everyone answered. Very good, very good. It is carbohydrates. Number 3. Which of the following is a disaccharide? Which of the following is a disaccharide? Answer quickly. Yeah, 18 members have answered. It is maltose. Maltose. Which of the following is an essential amino acid? Which of the following is an essential amino acid? Glycine, alanine, valine, serine. Which one? Yeah, very good, very good, very good. Nearly 10 members have answered. It is valine. Valine is the essential amino acid. All of you make a note. Nucleotides are composed of. Nucleotides are composed of. Give the answer. 1, 2, 3, 4. 8. Okay, very good. Sugar base and phosphate group. Sugar base and phosphate group. Which vitamin is fat soluble? Fat soluble. Yeah, almost everybody answered. Very good, very good. It is vitamin D. The bond formed between two amino acids called. Very good, very good. Everybody answered. It is peptide bond. Peptide bond. Yes. Which of the following biomolecules is not involved in hereditary? Yeah, DNA involved. RNA also involved. Yeah, very good, very good, very good. Nearly 18 members answered. It is protein. It is protein. The answer is protein. Next question is, enzymes are biologically active. Enzymes are biologically active. This already I explained many times. Yes, yes, yes. Almost all answered. It is proteins. The enzymes as well as carbohydrates enzymes and hormones are made up of proteins. Very good, very good. Next question. The double helix structure of DNA was proposed by. Yes, yes, yes. Watson and Crick. Very good. Those who have answered. Nearly 8 members answered. It is Watson and Crick. CSIR Academy is offering foundation program for IIT, JEE and NEET to classes 6th to 10th and advanced program for class 11 and 12. Interested members can contact. The fee is affordable. The numbers are given here. You can contact and get benefited. We are giving the program to schools also. GS Academy is in collaboration with the Bharathidasan University. We are giving to schools the robotic program. So interested schools can contact by given numbers. This is a small video of the robotics what we are conducting in different schools. You can enjoy. Cambridge education is one of the best education you can give it to your children. The classes are online and offline. You can enroll for the classes in the given numbers. It is 755 01 38369 and 81259 77451. You can enroll your classes for offline and online.